Buckman, Minister Jojo Demens, Tina Redu, everybody welcome. You won't normally see me on a Thursday evening, but as I announced over the weeks, today marks the beginning of another important milestone in the life of this channel, where we bring you an extension of the program that has had so much success over the past 1 year, making sure that you have relevant information and knowledge. Good evening, Andrews. Relevant information and knowledge as far as UK immigration is concerned, not just immigration alone, but UK law in the areas of immigration, employment, housing, and family law. For the past 1 year, just to give you a background, if you are here, we've had your legal answers running within the Ghanaian or for the Ghanaian community, and the program on TikTok has been curated mainly in Chi. Minister Francisca Amwa, welcome. Today you got here early, but kindly power tap on the screen if you are here. Kindly power tap on the screen. For the past few weeks, we've had some restrictions to our broadcast content because we are not sure what is happening, but it looks like we're not having a lot of engagement in terms of people actually liking the program. So TikTok feels that it's not commensurate with the number of people who are watching. So when you are on, you do us a very, very huge favor by power tapping on the screen for us. You do us a huge favor by power tapping on the screen for us and showing us love, so that TikTok knows that it's actually real people watching the program and we haven't generated any fake engagement. So for those the engineers who are behind TikTok, our viewers are real people, real viewers who watch us across the world. So if you are here, kindly do me a favor, power tap on the screen. I'm not seeing any lights go up, and that is not gonna be exciting. So please, Akosia, welcome. Gloria, anyone who is here, kindly power tap on the screen for us. Power tap on the screen for us. Take us to like 1K hearts. Thank you, Francisca. Take us to like 1K hearts and let the algorithm know that we have real people who are watching our content this evening. So the music in the background, you've heard me mention her name a couple of times, and that is from Francisca Amwa, affectionately called Minister Francisca Amwa. So that's the beautiful music you love. We are in the month of love, and that is my theme song for the whole of this month. So for the whole of February, which is the month of love, you're gonna be hearing this song from Francisca Amwa. Go check it out on YouTube, check it out on Facebook, her socials, and for you to stream the song, it's available on Instagram. You find her social, but it's available on Spotify. I've not been on radio for a long time, so it's kind of a bit weird trying to do the radio stuff. So it's available on Instagram. What am I saying? It's available on Spotify. It's available on Apple Music, Deezer, Boomplay. Which one again? All the streaming platforms. And most importantly, you find this song on YouTube. Go watch the beautiful video that she shot for this song, and it speaks so well to the love that encapsulates us as humans that God has demonstrated towards us, and we give this love back in a lot of different ways. She chose to give this love back in a song, and he talks about the amazing love of God. How you love me, I cannot fathom, and my mind just wanders. So that is Minister Francisca Amwa. But this evening is your legal answers with lawyer Abna Nyako Apia. So Mami Abna Nyako Apia is a qualified solicitor and who is registered with the Solicitors Regulatory Commission or Solicitors Regulatory Association. Is the association? Well, when she comes, she'll do those intros herself. Those are technical introductions, but she is duly regulated and a learned one at that. She's a learned solicitor, brilliant at what she does. There has been amazing success chalked over the past year when I have done the account version with her. We had loads of testimony. So for those of you who are not Ghanaian, this is especially for you. If you know any non-Ghanaian who is looking for an opportunity to ask questions on complex UK immigration issues, this is the platform. So it's your legal answers with lawyer Abna Nyakwapia of AC Clear Solicitors. So today's English edition is the very, very first one. I'm sorry if you normally hear me speak Chi. Today I've had to have some salad in the morning so that it would actually refine my tongue and refine the English that I speak. I need to pull out all the vocabulary that I've learned from primary school so that I can do the program this evening. But hey, help me here. Share the stream. That's one of the ways you can help me. Power tap on the screen. Power tap on the screen. Join Minister Francis Kamwa to power tap on the screen as I bring on shortly lawyer Mami Abna Nyako up here. And tonight, if you have any question, those of us who were on yesterday and you were not able to ask your questions, this is an opportunity to join us right here to come with your question. If you ask your question in the comment section, I will be asking lawyer for you, or you can request to join and you will be given the opportunity to ask your question. But please, let's make this time count. It's the very first edition of the English version right here on Your Legal Answers with lawyer Abna Nyakwapia of AC Clear Solicitors. My name is Pay Angel. What did I say? My name is Pay Angel. My name is Daniel Datson. I work with Pay Angel. Right, so you see me wearing Pay Angel t-shirt or Pay Angel hoodie. Well, if you have to send money to Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Cameroon, Uganda, Rwanda, La Côte d'Ivoire, and Tanzania, India, and then Bangladesh. Pay Angel is your preferred money transfer app that you need to use. Don't forget to sign up with my referral code Danny78, which is right on your screen. Danny78, right on your screen. So kindly, let's power tap on the screen, people. Let's power tap on the screen. It's Your Legal Answers. If today is your first time being here, welcome to the program. It's Your Legal Answers with lawyer Abna Nyakwapia, who will be joining me shortly, and she will be bringing us some education on immigration and also taking your questions. She will also be taking your questions. Like the name of the show is, it's Your Legal Answers. So you ask the questions and lawyer brings the answers. I do the moderating, and that is my job this evening. So welcome. Let's do this together. It's going to be a good time. Oh dear. Okay, right. So let's enjoy this song by Francisca and power tap on the screen. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's take it to 1K. 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 Yeah, Kobe, definitely. Please join early so that lawyer can go and sleep early, guys. Join. Kobe, let's share the stream. So if you are here, do us another favor by sharing the stream. Let's power tap on the screen so that we will not have any limitation to our stream. TikTok should know that real people are watching our live stream. Real people are engaging. Let's get it done. But let me bring you some background as far as this program is concerned. I began to speak about it, that we started Your Legal Answers, and it's been in our local language, but we know that immigration affects a lot of different people. So irrespective of where you have migrated from, whether you are coming from Nigeria, you're coming from Uganda, you're coming from Guinea, you're coming from Tanzania, wherever you're coming from, India, you're coming from Pakistan, wherever you have migrated from into the UK, one way or the other, you will be affected by the issue of immigration. Sometimes it's very difficult to find the right answers when it comes to immigrational issues, and unfortunately, there are a lot of unfair, unscrupulous, and inconsiderate people who are out there scavenging and actually, doing a lot of nasty things to people. We don't want that to happen to you. That's why we are bringing you factual, educative information right here on your legal answer. So please, if you know anyone who has been struggling, anyone who has been engaging with agents, they don't know what to do, their immigration application is pending at the home office, and they just are in a limbo and they are stuck. This is the time, this is the place, and it's your legal answers with lawyer Mami Abunanya Akwampia. I'm very glad that we've been able to kick this off after so many weeks of planning it. Muzami Ali, please. Muzami Ali, I don't know what you want to co-host me for, but it's your legal answers. So if you have any legal question, you can rather send me a request, and then I'll invite you to join to ask your question. But for now, let me bring on lawyer Abna, and then let's kickstart this program this evening. Good. So, hello.
Hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
That's my wonderful, my beautiful learned guest, lawyer Abna Yakwapia. Lawyer, good to have you on.
Good to be here. Thank you so much.
I know that it's been a tiring day for you. Hopefully, we will not take too much time. Being our first edition, we have been telling our guests, we have been telling our viewers that we will be bringing to them the English version of your legal answers, and finally it's here. It's happening, and thanks to you for the commitment and the resilience enabling this to happen today. I'm really grateful for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Just trying to plug in my device, so I'm a bit distracted. But yeah.
That's fine. That's why you do your thing, and let me just Kobe says that I'm not done eating my salad, so I will request later. Kobe, you need a lot of salads to join us this evening. But hey, I would love for you to share this stream to somebody, especially if you know Queen D. Is that you? If you know someone who is non-Ghanaian, and the person has been struggling with immigration issues, struggling with issues concerning family law, forgive you. How do you request? Let me see if I can actually bring you on. Forgive, you see the two human heads underneath your screen. You see the two human heads underneath your screen. If you click on that, it would you can actually request to join live. Yeah, there you go. There you go. But hi, forgive. Okay, maybe you want to wait. I'm not taking questions yet, but when lawyer is ready, just because you were trying and then you've come on, I'll let you ask your question quickly before we do our intros. But please, you stay on for me. Stay muted for me. Don't go. Don't go. Stay muted. All right. I'll come to you shortly. So please, people, thank you. Let's power tap on the screen. Share the stream for others who would benefit from this program. Is your legal answers with lawyer Abna Nyakwapia of AC Gilead Solicitors. Lawyer Abna Nyakwapia of AC Gilead Solicitors. Billy, welcome. If you know, like I was saying, if you know anyone who is non-Ghanaian and looking for proper, factual, dispassionate, and empathetic advice, this is the place to be. Lawyer Abna has the track record of helping people. She would advise you dispassionately, but yet she handles all clients' issues with empathy, because she's been there before. She knows how this works, and she's trained for it. And we are very confident in the work that she does. So, very, very soon you will hear from her, and then we will go ahead. But let me also say this. I have been watching a lot of TikTok videos, joining some live streams to listen to how people engage and talk about immigration. It's sad. It's sad that quite a number of people don't give the right advice. I'm afraid the advice that is given is a bit out of the way. It's not really what it should be. So, just a word of caution. Two things that I want to encourage you to do. Anytime you join any live or you watch any legal advice, one, you need to, if the person is a solicitor, you need to check, do some research and check that the person is a qualified solicitor. Very, very, very important. Check that the person is a qualified solicitor. How can you do that? You can do that by just going to the solicitors regulatory, is it authority? Yes, SRA.
Yes, please.
Their website, their solicitors regulatory authority, their website. Enter the person's name. Their name should come up, their qualification, their badge number, whatever. I don't know how that works, but you definitely see the person's name on the register. That's one way that you check. Please do that and be rest assured that the person is qualified to provide the advice that they are providing. Lawyer, when you are ready, we kickstart straight away, please.
Yes.
Okay, all right, good. So that's the first one. And I think the last one that I will say quickly is that you need to also confirm. And in this day and age, you can go on gov.org, gov.uk, and if somebody is saying something, you can quickly check that what they are saying is consistent with what is on the government website. Lawyer, welcome one more time.
Hi, hello, good evening to all listeners this evening, wherever you are tuned in from, whether it's in the UK. We know that some people tune in from outside the UK, so hello to everyone. My name is Lawyer Abnanya Kwapia. I am an England and Wales qualified solicitor. I specialize in immigration and a bit of family and housing. I've been doing this for quite some time, so I kind of know what I'm about. I work with a firm called AC Gilead Solicitors, and we are based in South East London. That's where we are based. However, in this age and time, remote working is a thing. So if for some reasons you're not in England, if you are even outside the UK, you want us to do your case for you, it doesn't matter where you are. You don't need to physically come. I can verify you online, check your passport, we open the file, and then we start doing what we need to do. Please double tap the screen. Also follow me for latest updates. Follow the host as well. For some of you who might have heard of me or heard my name, we've been doing this TikTok program for a year now. We've just decided, for the benefits of our brothers and sisters who cannot speak our local dialect, we will just switch things up, and then every Thursday, we'll come your way with the English version. We have been doing the key version for a year, and testimonies upon testimonies upon how this platform has been able to help people sort their legal issues out. Where some lawyers have declared your case that you need to go back home or blah blah whatnot, this is where they come for liberation. So it's a privilege, it's an honor to be able to serve our brothers and sisters from other countries in West Africa, in the whole of Africa, wherever you come from. It doesn't matter. Once you need help with immigration issues, that is what we are about. Family as well. My firm, we do family law. The areas of law we practice in: immigration, family law, housing, employment, and criminal law. When it comes to housing, criminal law, and family law, we have something called legal aid franchise. So We will assess you and then tell you if you qualify for legal aid for any of these areas. When it comes to criminal law, everyone is entitled. It's actually a right and not a privilege. So once you have any criminal law issue, you will be entitled to a solicitor. Either you go to the police station or the courts, you'll be entitled to free legal advice because it's actually your right to be represented properly in order to defend yourself. So that is the areas of law we do. However, if you are here hearing from us any area of law that you have issue with, if you um contact me, even if we don't do that area, I might be able to point you to one of my colleagues. I'm just going to pop my number quickly in the comment section. I have just disguised the number with star, like the special characters, let me say. So once you take all those star and hash and percentage signs I've put in, you should be able to get my number. If you're outside the UK, please prefix it with 0044. If you're in the UK, when you take the stars and the hash out, you should get 11 digits number. So once you have it right. If for some reasons you miss it, you don't get it, please DM me or DM the host, and then we'll be able to send the number to you. Because of the restrictions on TikTok, you're not able to call out the numbers. But I'll pop it in there a few times, and I'll also leave my email address in the comment section. You can reach me on that. I am quite responsive on that as well. So that is by way of introduction. I don't know if I've missed anything, but yes, everyone is welcome to this segment of the English version.
Good. Tricia, we'll come to that. I know people are very eager to listen to the your opinion and the update that has just been announced this morning. Kenny, is it Kemi or Kenny?
Kemi.
Kemi, right? Kemi is not in power yet, but she is stirring some waters. We will come to that. My lawyer, what I want to do quickly, Forgive has come up. She wasn't sure how to join, so I think I tried to help her, and maybe incidentally or accidentally she's joined. So I want her to just ask her question quickly, and then we can kind of go back to do some updates before we start picking up guests like we normally do. But Kemi, before you come in, let me issue this disclaimer to everyone who is watching us. And we have been doing this, like lawyer said, for a year, and mostly in Akan. So that runs on Wednesdays from 8:15 to around 10 p.m. every Wednesday. Now, one of the things that we have made very clear, Lawyer Abna is a qualified solicitor who is regulated, and she's mandated by the senior courts of England and Wales, and she acts as an officer of the law. So we are not here to sort of aid and abet in anything that is not consistent with the immigration rules. Please, if you are asking any questions, make sure that you are asking the question in the right way. And this is how you know you are asking in the right way. Any question that you cannot ask, what do you call it, a border, the UK immigration officer, or anything you cannot say in front of a UK immigration officer, you cannot say on this platform, and you cannot say in the presence of lawyer. So please, let's take note of that. Know how you ask your questions. If you need any clarification, there is a way that you can contact her, book a consultation, book an appointment, and those clarifications can be given to you off air. So on that note, I am going to give, Forgive, please, you can unmute and ask your question, please.
Okay, thank you. Well, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Right. Please, I am on a skilled worker visa route, and my company didn't help, and then we were given 60 days, and within a day to the expiration of the 60 days, we got a COS to apply, and unfortunately we were refused due to one or two errors made by the new sponsor, not stating clearly the salary threshold, but she stated the previous one instead of upgrading it to the current one.
Yeah.
So as a result, it was refused on account of that. And so we've been given 14 days to make administrative review. But I was told that within the 14 days, if you are able to get a new COS from even a new sponsor, you'll be able to do the application using the 14 days instead of doing the administrative review. And I just want to find out if it is possible, because I've gotten a new COS from a new sponsor. So I don't know if I can use the 14 days to do that.
Yes, forgive. Yeah, I totally understand your question. So when it's with the 14 days, yes, you can apply for the administrative review, but you also can submit a new application. So the 14 days is a period they've given you. If you don't submit the administrative review, it's actually not compulsory. And administrative reviews are a form of redress. So administrative reviews, judicial reviews, and appeals, they are a form of redress. You only go that route if the decision is wrong. But if the decision is not wrong, in this case, they quoted a wrong salary threshold, a wrong salary on the COS. So the decision is not wrong. So if you review the decision, it's still going to come back as refused.
Yes.
So in this case, I always advise my clients apply for another visa. So it's good that you have you have another COS. If it is within the 14 days, by all means, you can submit a new application, and that will be considered favorably if you meet the requirement.
Oh, okay. So with that, can I do it personally, or I may need an assistant of a solicitor or something? I don't know.
Well,
because I don't know how to defend myself.
Yeah, I am a lawyer, so maybe I'm going to be biased. But I always say that leave the job of lawyers for lawyers to do. If it gets complicated, you don't want to be caught up in it, especially now that it's not a straightforward thing. It's gone for administrative, you've been refused, blah, blah, whatnot. So I would certainly recommend a solicitor doing it for you.
Okay.
Forgive.
Then I have it, but I think the time will be lapsing on Tuesday. So I don't know the time I can meet up. Yeah.
Then I'm not. The next time I'm in the office is probably on Monday. But like I said in the intro, you don't even need to come physically. We can discuss everything tomorrow and then take it from there. I'll take some instructions, and latest by Monday, we can submit it so that you fall within the deadline. Yes. So our consultation fee is £70. We boldly announced it on our other platform. We are happy to share that our consultation fee is £70. So that will be the initial consultation. I'll give you a time slot. Then I start from the top because that's what I would do. When you came, how you came, blah, blah, whatnot. Then when you submitted this application, when you got the refusal, I'll take all the instructions. And then after everything is said and done, we can open the file properly. So that's what we can do. My number is in the comment section, my email.
I've already taken it, yeah.
Okay, thank you. If you text me in the morning, I can send you or even tonight, text me, I can send you the account details. Once you make the payment, I'll book you a time slot tomorrow to speak.
Okay.
And then we'll take it from there.
Forgive. Is this the first time you are? Is it the first time that you are discovering our platform? Or have you been watching our?
I've always been joining the Chi version.
You've been joining the Chi version.
Yeah,
it's been good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So because I was gonna say that I think God, what do you call it? Steered our what do you call it? The English version for you today, so that you'll be able to get this result.
Yes. Even yesterday, I joined, but I couldn't get through to ask my questions. So I'm just fortunate.
Wow.
So I was just timing. Wow. So the moment you came online, I joined. Yes, I'm grateful.
That's good. I'm very confident that
congrats for being the first person to open
thank you. A record.
Absolutely, it's a record, and I know that I'm very confident that I'm sure in the next week or 2 weeks time we'll have you back here to come and testify of.
Yes,
absolutely. And I know that Lawyer Abna is a pastor herself, so as she's doing the legal bit, she add prayer to it. I'm sure that everything will work for your good. So thank you very much, and please give her a call tomorrow morning first
Okay.
thing, and then get her, let her get this done for you.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
I'm
right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
grateful.
Speak
You
All
soon.
are
right.
you are welcome.
Bye.
All right. Speak soon.
Bye.
Okay. All right, people. So I'm going to
Bye.
be bringing all of you up pretty shortly. But lawyer, quickly, if there are any updates, including this burning one that has been announced by Kemi Ben Bedbadinoch.
Bediton.
I
That's it.
struggle to mention their name, but if you haven't heard it, basically, she's saying that immigrants should have to wait at least 15 years before they become eligible for British citizenship, and that is a policy that she is going to push if the Conservative comes into power. Lawyer, maybe you want to break this down for us quickly as an update, and then we can start getting other people on.
Okay. So, like we said, Kemi is the leader of the opposition party. For some of us who are not interested in the UK politics, yeah. So she got elected in July when Rishi Sunak lost the elections to Starmer. Um, so she said a few things in the last day or so, which has been up for a lot of discussion. The radios were just on and about it this morning. What she said was that British citizenship is a privilege, not a right. And when we talk about something being a right, like I said, having legal representation during your criminal matter is a right. It's not a privilege. You are entitled to it. However, things like becoming British is not a right. It's just a privilege that you can become. So she was suggesting that we should make it a bit harder for people to get it, a bit harder. And she even went on to say that she's suggesting that if you claim benefits, you should not be able to get the British citizenship, because we want to know that people have good intention coming to the UK. They want a real connection to the UK, and not just coming to the UK for just the benefit system that favors them. So you know how UK, when you come, if you come on the partner route, you do 5 years, you get your indefinite, you hold the indefinite for at least 12 months, that's 1 year, and then after which you can apply for indefinite leave to remain.
Remain.
Sorry, yeah, you hold the indefinite leave to remain for 1 year, after which you can apply for naturalization.
For British
So yeah, yeah,
naturalization,
you
okay.
naturalize to become British. So give or take, when you come for about 6 years, you will be able to, and that's one of the fastest routes. Also, like the skilled worker, if you're on for 5 years, complied, doing your job, whatnot, then you apply for indefinite. You hold that also for 1 year, and then so around the 6 mark as well, you can also apply for to naturalize. However, she said some things today, one of which I've said about the benefits. So please, let's be very careful. I mean, it's not a law yet, but something that I'm sure that even the sitting government would buy into it, because when it comes to saving on benefits, by all means they want to do that. So if the thing with the UK is that even if opposition is saying something is good, they will buy in. It's not like Ghana politics or like
Yeah.
Africa. Even when previous governments have started something, if instead of them to continue it, they will leave abandoned
Yeah,
property.
they will abrogate it.
Yes, and then because they want to say, this is I did it, I did it, I did it. So she thinks that the length people qualify for indefinite leave to remain should be doubled from 5 years to 10 years. So, for instance, if you came on the spouse route after 5 years, I've just said that you can be eligible for indefinite leave to remain. She wants to make it even hard for you to get the indefinite, because when you get the indefinite, 12 months, that means you're getting your naturalization. So instead of 5, so what that would mean that nobody will be able to qualify around the 6 mark, the 6 year mark. So it's going to be around the 11th year mark. Because if you do your 10 years, you still have to do 1 year holding the indefinite leave to remain before you can even be eligible to apply for for the naturalization,
But
which
is she not proposing that should change to 5 years, or is
sorry.
that is different? Is she not proposing that the after your 10 years, when you then qualify to naturalize, it should take you 5 years, or you naturalize before you wait 5 years to get? Because she mentioned something like that. That there after 10 years, there's another 5 years that you need to do.
After the 10 years, I don't think I've covered that.
Mm,
I can by all means
okay.
check. Yeah,
Okay, please, yeah,
can
please. When you
highlight it.
verify
Yeah.
that, then maybe you
And I
can check
verify
that
that
for us.
information. But yes,
That
what we know in summary is that yes, she wants to make it. She's proposing for things to
harder.
be harder, immigration wise. So we all need to.
Okay.
Some of us have gotten our indefinite leave to remain years ago. We are just postponing because they say, oh, the Home Office fee. Because when you have indefinite leave to remain, you are virtually British. That means you can do most things a British national can do. You can do most things. Once you don't leave the UK for a continuous period of 2 years for your indefinite leave to remain to lapse, you have the right to live here indefinitely. You can claim benefits. You can get student finance. The only thing will probably be when you travel and you're coming back, you can't check yourself in. And also, you can't go to most countries with your Ghana or Nigerian or like your African passport. But there's a lot of perks to
Okay.
having indefinite leave to me. So people relax and not want to bother themselves. But I think this is the right time for us to push ourselves in. Unless some people they just don't want to become British. That is completely fine. But if it's your desire and you're just holding on because of money, it's never going to, the prices are never going to come down. It's always going up. So if you don't find the money today, you probably not find it. And there are no fee waivers for adults when they are
Okay.
naturalizing. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, lawyer. If you're here today, is your first time here, this is your legal answers, and is the English version of an extremely beneficial program that we've been holding for the past 1 year in Chi, the Akan language, mainly reaching our brothers and sisters from Ghana. But here we are, even within Ghana, there are different languages, and we want to reach a lot more people and get a lot more people to benefit from the expertise of my learned guest, lawyer Abena Nyakwapia. You can follow her
Yeah.
on TikTok.
I think
And
Patrick has
she,
said it. I've also just confirmed that yeah, after getting
right,
settled status or indefinite leave to remain, you have to wait for another 5 years to be able to
right,
be
okay,
allowed to even apply for full citizenship. So that what
okay,
that would mean is that a basic period of 10 years, you get your indefinite, and rather than waiting for at least 12 months, you're going to have to wait for um
5 years.
yes, at least. So all in all,
Wow.
people will not be getting it around the 6 years like people are getting at the moment. So if you qualify, please call lawyer up and let me do it for you quick. Because most
Quick.
laws begin to come into effect after April. You know, April is the beginning of the financial year. If they are waiting to
Okay.
increase prices of things, they try to wait for April. They are going to do like Blackwater Tunnel, they will open in April. Things are changing, and April is the beginning, is the financial year. April is the new year of the financial world. So things change. So, you know, last year before April, so many laws changed. That is when they said you can't bring this, you can't do that, you can't do that. So, I mean, there's no set time to it. But even for the financial requirement for spouse visa, it is rumored that it's going to increase from £29,000 to £34,500 in April, after April. So please, if we have something to
If you
do, if you
have
want to bring your
anything
spouse,
to do,
yes, you need to
this
do
is
it.
the time to do it. This is the time to do it. Okay, people, thank you. 5.7K hearts. Let's keep it going. Let's take it to like 20K hearts. And all of you who have joined us, thank you so much. Is your legal answers. Lawyer, let's pick some questions from the comment section. AAS says, hi, good evening. I'm 66, pensioner, but I want my sister to come and visit me. Please, how can I go about it?
Okay, thank you for coming on. Yes, you being a pensioner, I mean, it doesn't really matter. If you have the financial means to be able to sponsor her, then fine. Your sister also, depending on her age, she needs to have her own money, her own financial and economic ties to Ghana needs to be very solid. When it comes to the rules of visitors visa, because as the name suggests, is visiting, you have to prove that after you're visiting, you are going to go back to your home country. They want to know that. So you need to prove that you have ties back home. So economic ties is the most important one they check. So what work do you do? 6 months bank statement, 6 months pay slips, letter from your employer. If you are self-employed, you've registered your business, you pay your taxes in your country, and they want to know, do you have any properties in your name, any cars, any lands, piece of lands, any family businesses, anything that you have. Also, social ties. We're talking about your family circumstances. Are you married? Do you have children? Anything that tie you to Ghana. That will prove that, oh, it is indeed, I have the genuine intentions to visit and to go back to my home countries. Visit visas are 5 times as likely to be refused because when people come, they tend not to go. And for countries like Nigeria is on top of the list, followed rightly by Ghana.
By Ghana.
These are the countries that visit visas are refused the most. That is the statistics as of now. I don't know if another country will come and beat Nigeria and Ghana at the moment. We are topping that chart.
So we are
So
even overtaking India
yes,
with about 50 times the
their
population of our
population.
country.
Yes, unfortunately. So let's be very careful. You don't also want to be going to home office when your case is not prim and proper. So
Right.
once you come for consultation, I can assess properly your situation, and if it is a good application, we will definitely submit it. So you being
Submit it for
pensioner
you.
and you being 66 will not really matter. It depends strongly on the person. What you can do to help is probably if you are inviting her, writing a letter of invitation, also your tenancy agreement to say that he or she will find a get a place to stay when they come, things like that. But yeah, we
Okay.
definitely need to have the consultation and yeah, take it
Okay,
from
let's keep it going. Let's power tap on the screen. Let's share this stream for others to find what we are doing. Anachi Yusuf, it's very clear that today is your very first time here, and possibly it's the very first time you are discovering this channel. If you want, like you've been answered, if you want tree version, come here on Wednesdays. We can speak Tree and we can speak English as well. So today is the English version that we are holding for this program, and it's the very first time. It's the very first time. So thank you very much. Who again? Let me see. I hope you can still hear me. Somebody tried calling me, and I had to
yes,
cut the
I,
call.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Deborah says that lawyer has helped me a lot. Thank her for me. Deborah, thank you very much for
Deborah,
that
I'm waiting for
testimony.
you. I'm waiting for the children's file.
AJ Man says that he needs an employee, I believe an employment lawyer. So AJ Man, please, you can actually contact lawyer Abna, take her number and contact her. She does employment law as well, so you can contact her. A friend has been issued COA following his EUSS application, but his previous visa hasn't. Former Equality teacher, I don't know if that is your question.
Hey, is that the
Okay,
person's name?
yeah, former
Hey.
Equality teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if that is your question, but if you can come up and ask the question, that would be glad. But immigrants without certificate, let's see how many months. Ajua Thompson is asking, how many months can you stay out of UK? Ajua, on what visa are you? I
Yes.
think lawyer said that if you have indefinite leave
Yeah,
to
if you have
remain.
indefinite leave to remain, 2 years continuous period, your visa will lapse. That means it will stall. So you have to start applying again. But
Okay.
if you are on any other visa, point-based visas, family visas, it's 90 days in a year. Because if you don't do that, when you qualify for indefinite and subsequently naturalization, then you would fall for refusal for the absence from UK. You need to stay here more than you're out of the UK. Yeah.
Kendra, sorry, you are asking how long does fee waiver application take?
It tends to differ, but on an average of 8 to 12 weeks, you should get your decision. Sometimes they'll write you and ask for further documents. For straightforward applications, The time has come back to about 8 weeks. It used to be 5 months about 8 months ago because people were applying too much. They were overwhelmed with applications. But at the moment, it
Okay.
depends. But yeah, within 2 months, you can't get a decision.
Patrick, you are not dead. Why? You are going to wait for 15 years. It hasn't been enacted into law yet, so we wait and see. Linne is saying that will the 10 years affect those who are already here? Again, I'm not too sure that we know, so we would have to wait. If you have anything to do, I think the advice is that you do it now rather than later. Can an overstayer marry someone who has an autism child and on government benefits? Lawyer, I think this is a very important question.
Um, yes. If you're an overstayer and you're going to marry someone, the child needs to be British, apart from his or her medical condition, being on the spectrum. He or she needs to be British. The mother who you're marrying herself doesn't have to be British. If she's British, that's fine, but she doesn't have to be British. We can apply on the step parent route, leave outside the rules, exceptional circumstances. If you have strong evidence of your presence in the child's life, um, is to the marriage is to the lady. However, the application is strongly based on the child. So your parents in the child's life, what you're able to do for the child, whatnot, and the support. And if you are eliminated from the child's life, how is it going to affect the child? They will always put the best interest of the child paramount, especially being a special needs child. So the answer is yes, but it also depends heavily on your evidence.
Okay, thank you, lawyer. Janet says that she is on a skilled worker visa. Can she bring her fiancé to the UK as a dependent?
If it's going to be a fiance, he has to. You need to prove that you've been together for at least 2 years. So if you don't get married and you just want to bring them as your fiancé, the threshold is very high. You probably wouldn't meet it. I don't know if there's anything stopping you from getting married to this person. That will make it quite straightforward. But also bear in mind that you need to have come on your skilled worker route before 11th March 2024. So if you're already on the route, people get confused and say, "Oh, I switched from employers." That's not what I'm saying. If you were already
Okay.
on the skilled worker route before 11th March 2024, then you should be fine to bring a fiancé if you're not married already to someone. If you're married, you're divorced. But it's better
Okay.
to get married to this person if there's nothing restricting you from that.
Okay, good. If you have requested, don't worry, I'm going to bring you up shortly. But don't forget that you have to send money to Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Cameroon, La Cote d'Ivoire, and a lot more other countries. 11 other countries within Africa pay in your money transfer. Kindly sign up with the referral code Danny78, which is on your screen. I'll ask this one and then I'm going to start bringing friends up to ask their questions. Big Boss is asking, if a marriage is registered at KMA, would divorce certificate from the same place be enough?
It would be, but divorce certificate from any court in Ghana should be fine. KMA is Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. You should not get a divorce from them. You should get a divorce from the courts. The UKVI Home Office, as we call it, do not accept divorces that are not from courts because you need
Okay,
to show that your previous marriages have broken down irretrievably. That means you are not going
irretrievable.
back to this person. So the way they know that it's broken down irretrievably is to have a court processed divorce. So please, you can get divorced from anywhere in Ghana, a court in Accra, a court in Sunyani, a court in any part of Ghana. It doesn't have to be from Kumasi. But you should not get the divorce from KMA. No. You need to go to the court.
Right, okay. I will come back to the comments in the session, but if you have any question, you can request and join us. It's the English version. This is your legal answers. You ask the questions, Lawyer Abuna Nyakwapia gives you the answers. So let me start with Obapa. Obapa, you are on.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I believe everyone is doing great.
Thank you. We're
Yes,
fine.
we are.
All right. I have a question. My question is, I joined my husband a year ago and would like to bring my Miyaba Eba here, and so want to ask if I can bring her and make her as Nyanka Samiba. Like I'm adding the fee because I don't want to stay every time. Yeah, because
Okay,
Um,
that's
lawyer,
my
did you hear?
question.
Did you hear
My
her question?
question is,
I did,
yeah,
I
my
did,
oh okay.
I did hear you. Um, some of the questions we already have an answer to it before coming to us. Like, if it's not your child, it's not your child.
Yeah.
I discourage people from trying to make people who are not their children. Because no, it's against the law. Plus, of late, the Home Office is going strong and hard at people. Sometimes people do something, and after they get the consequence, they regret doing it and stuff. It's very, very serious. I currently have few cases I'm working on where the Home Office has told people that they've used falsified birth certificates to do applications for their dependents. And because of that, they are canceling their visa. The main applicants here.
Okay. So
So,
if I would want to bring her, how do I go about it?
I don't know the age. You can bring her on a student visa, or I don't know the age. We'll probably
No,
have to
she's
book
a
a
she's a
consultation.
kid. She is
Yeah,
7 years.
yeah. There aren't many options for kids. You can, yeah. It doesn't matter that they're kids. You can still bring them on a student visa or to come and visit you. I mean, if they come on visit visa, then they don't have the right to live here. But yeah, if they're not your child, they're not your child. You can't try to go and falsify documents and get birth certificates and things. I know that some people can get it, but when you're caught, your visa and your partner's visa is going to be cancelled. That is very brutal. And nowadays, it's very easy for them to spot out fraudulent birth certificates. It's not something you want to do. They will just not refuse the child. They will come after your visa as well and cancel yours and make you an overstayer. So that's something I recommend. So being a child is there aren't many options. We want children to live with their parents. So if both of her biological parents are not here, then it's going to be a problem. Um, Student
Oh,
visa or visit visa. Those are the only routes. You can come as
oh.
a child student, but it's expensive. The same the fees, tuition and all that.
So please, what you saying mean there is no way the child can come and stay with
I've
me
given
here.
you the options, Obapa. Let's shut up
Obapa.
and take other people. You probably don't like the options, but I'm not
You
saying
know,
there's
yeah.
no way. I've just told you there are ways. It's not the way you're asking. It won't be
Oh,
possible.
okay.
Yeah,
Maybe I didn't
They
hear
can
that
come on
clearly.
student visa or to visit you. There's no other way for them to come. Their parents, the child's parents are not here. So,
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
problem.
All right, Obapa. So you can pick lawyer's number and then give her a call later.
All right.
Book a consultation, possibly go through the options with her. Okay, all right. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
Hilda Ajua, please let me come to you.
Good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Um, my question is, lawyer. I'm applying for the British citizen and then filling my forms. The evidence to prove for my 5 years continues. I don't think I have it, but I've been in the UK for 5 years. I just have like a 4 year GP letter. Can I provide that?
Don't you have bank statements? You can
No.
request your. But if you, how else do we know that you've been here? Then you should have some documents of a sort to prove that you've been here for that period of time. when people come, they automatically start applying for their bank statements, or I don't know, your HMRC records to show that you've been here. You need some proof to show that you've been here for 5 years.
Yeah, the problem is I got my documents in 2022, so that will probably be the reason why I don't have those documents.
To get your documents in 2022, are you
Yeah, but I
qualified to
came here in
work?
2019.
Is it under the EUSS?
Yes, please.
Okay. But between 2019 and 2022, why didn't you get any documents?
I had an issue on my way coming when I was coming into the UK. I had an issue with the immigration. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, then your case is a bit complicated. You're probably not qualified, yes, because if you don't, for the EUSS, if you have the 5 years residence, they will know it automatically when you put your NI number in. So the moment they start saying we can't find your records, then you need to provide the evidence. If you can't provide the evidence, then they are going to refuse your visa, unfortunately. So I don't know. People try to get something. I don't know the issue you had, but again, you can call for a consultation that we discuss properly and see if there's any way around it to
Okay. Okay.
circumvent the
All right,
problem.
Hilda, please get lawyer's number kindly, and book her time with her, and then she's going to take her time, go through the options with you, and look at what you have and how the situation can be resolved. Okay,
Okay.
people, let's power tap on the screen. Let's power tap. Don't stop power tapping, because that is how we get the program to reach other people. That's how we validate the show, for us not to receive. We don't want any restrictions coming our way this evening. So please, let's power tap on the screen and let's get this. If you know anybody that will need this information, please let it reach them. It's factual, it's credible, and it is sustainable information. Some information you receive, they are not sustainable, but this is Amma, Michigan. Please, can we hear from you?
Good evening.
Good
Mpawancho,
evening.
me sorry say me backup chiwa. Um
Hammer, you need to meet us on Wednesdays for Chi. But you okay?
I'm sorry, and when
Yeah,
I'm what
just
19.
hold on for me a few seconds. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Emma, you said Nra, what was that? What
I
happened then,
was
Nra?
na me year 19 na me to me nkasa like me to me
Now
nkasa.
into me, Kasa. Right. Okay. So you want to still take the opportunity. Okay, let's wait for lawyer. Whilst you are waiting for lawyer, please kindly power tap on the screen for me. And don't forget, I keep saying this. Thank you. If you have signed up with Pay Angel Money Transfer, good on you. The rates keep going up. So those of you who love good rates, please check. The rates are going up at the moment. So don't miss out on all the great rates that Pay Angel provides for you. The app is available on iOS and then Android. Just download in just a minute, less than a minute. You can just sign up. Don't forget to include, or don't forget to add the referral code Danny78. That's how I know that you sign up. And when you do so, you support our program right here on TikTok, and it's been good. I also started another show on Tuesdays, which is your health. It is health related, restoring your health with Dr. Vicky. And last Tuesday was quite a good one. We had a very good conversation on sexual health and STIs. In the month of February, where a lot of things are happening in the bedrooms, you want to hear how you make sure your game is up on point, your health is stable and strong, sustainable, and also how you can avoid unpleasant circumstances, and also prevent yourself. So preventative measures and stuff. So I will be having Dr. Vicky back on Tuesday, God willing, and that will be Restoring Your Health with Dr. Vicky. As soon as lawyer is ready, we'll take Ama's question and then we'll continue. I can see lawyer. Are you back?
Yes, please.
Okay, Ama, please go ahead.
All right. Pacho, me ba 2023 which me dependent on a student. Na sisi me mama NHS. Lawyer, me question ini. marriage na me was on like I like akoye in Sembebri. Inti na me bisa o say NHS first like a call for switch no omo ka and say because me wo band 2 no chise be call band 3 and sana or mama sponsorship. And since then I've been up now no I'm on a post study. I've been applying for different band 3 no still now almost say I don't meet the criteria, and I mean like time person me yeah MVQ 3 me come now no MVQ 3 no almost say best September which is a long way to go, which is made me she say me train September coming and next year na my now this year no no be ka say me ye juma ma NHS na me question me bisa de say me ye juma ma NHS me visa ne be wo nyambo next year September me person me bisa say possible say me catch NHS say I've worked with them with for 3 years. Is it possible say they can give me sponsorship?
It completely depends on where you work. I hope you're happy for me to reply in English, or you want me to reply?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, for the benefit of okay.
Yeah. So yeah, for the benefit, I can see Olami, Ola Yemi. So for the benefit of some of us who can speak T, which is the purpose of the Thursday program, the summary of Ahmed's question is that if she works with the NHS for 3 years, can she get sponsorship? And the answer is that it depends on where you're working in the NHS, and if they have the sponsorship license, and if they are willing to sponsor you. So, as with all COSs, you need to have the as with all skilled worker visas, you need to have the. So, if they are willing and able to give you the COS, then why not? But it wouldn't be because you've worked with them for 3 years. They are going to just like you're just going to go on that route. You need to get COS first. It doesn't matter if you work with them for 3 years or you haven't worked with them at all. Once you get the COS, you get the COS. So
Okay,
that's
independent or yes, I'll be out with one be juma. Or more
not
than
at all. No, it doesn't matter. If they are willing to give you the COS, they can give it to you now. You don't have to wait for 3 years. Because mind you, your current visa should not expire before you get to that point. So if your company is now not giving you hours and you're not working, you're not complying, even before it gets there, there's a risk that your visa can be cancelled. So there's no number of years you need to work with them for them to give you. There's a lot of false information out there. And that is why programs like this are there. How can someone tell you that if you work with the NHS for 3 years, they're going to give you a sponsorship? There's no rules that said that. If they have the sponsorship license, is if they are willing and able to provide you with a sponsorship, they can give it to you. I know people who have been sponsored by the NHS right from Ghana, right from Nigeria straight away. They've not worked with them a day in their life. The nurses, the midwives, they bring them straight and they sponsor their visa, pay for the visa fee and everything. So there's no requirement for you to have worked with them.
They even give them accommodation.
Exactly.
lawyer, so it depends. Even say what can say we a divorcee with a single mother. So that
On
doesn't work.
Ama, I think lawyer has answered you.
All right.
Lawyer has
Then
answered
I'll
you.
contact
So
her.
yeah, please contact her. Like she said, see, that's what we keep hammering. I have been hammering this a lot. There's a lot of misinformation out there. I don't know how people are able to manufacture this information. They put it out on TikTok, they put it out on YouTube, they call people, they tell them, and and we buy into it. So please contact lawyer. Yeah, and then I'm sure if you book a consultation with her, she can take you through all the steps and processes.
All right, thank
Please
you.
don't stop. You're welcome. Please don't stop power tapping on the screen and let's show us some love as you do that and share the stream to people. Olayami, please let me come to you.
Hello.
Yeah, Rajwa, I called Olayami. I'll come to you.
Yeah,
Olayami,
good
please
evening.
let me come to you.
Okay, okay.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Gloria. Yeah, please, I have a brief question, please. Applied for a fee waiver application, and after 3 weeks, I got an email from the Home Office to submit a 6-month bank statement. So which I was given is it stated there like I was given a 17 days to submit that. So, but along the line, I didn't know the account I submitted with the application was my mom's own account, but the later reference to my other account, like I have to submit my the other account I have in the UK, this 6 month statement of account from other banks. I have to
Yeah.
submit it.
Yeah.
So, but the question I want to ask now, like if I submit it now, I don't know how long it will take to get back to me from there, because my wife just got her sponsor from a company, but I didn't know maybe if I can apply directly without submitting the application and withdraw that one, please.
Yes, yes, yes. By all means, you can withdraw it. The thing with the fee waiver is that they ask for all bank statements, all UK accounts, even if the account is in your name but it has been closed or is dormant because you haven't used it for a very long time. There's a software called Equifax. When they put your
Yeah.
name and date of birth in it, it will tell them all the accounts you have. But because of data protection, they are not able to access or see what is in the account. So they'll write you and say, "We have realized that you have account ending in this number. Bring the 6 month statement."
Yes, exactly.
Back to the other part of your question. If you have the COS now, you can forgo the you can forgo the fee waiver route. Just submit this one. The moment you submit, write to the fee waiver team and withdraw that fee waiver. But make sure you have an application submitted first, because once you withdraw it and you haven't submitted the COS, they are going to know that you have no like covering, no barrier or no visa pending. So submit the skilled worker one you've received now, and then go on to withdraw the fee waiver. But it's
Okay.
usually 10 working days they give you to submit the documents. It's always 10 working days. So, yeah.
Okay. So, thank you very much. That's just my
Welcome.
question.
Olayemi, thank you
Hello.
very much as well.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Daniel.
We're
Yes,
glad that you joined.
the
Okay.
contact numbers are in the comment section. You take it for future. Anything that happens, you need a lawyer, you can always call. That is for
I'm
everyone, not just
I
Ola.
yeah, I have your contact already because I booked with you once
Oh,
around
okay.
last year from Kofi. He gave me a contact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, sir.
Hello.
Have a good evening. AJ Mens, wait for me, please. I'll come to your turn. Erajua, please
Okay.
speak. Yeah, don't worry. I'm working my way through, so it definitely gets to your turn. Erajua, please go ahead.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good
Good
evening.
evening.
Lawyer, my question is real quick. It's kind of similar to Ame's question. I
Mm-hmm.
came in last 2 years, 2023, with
Mm-hmm.
a dependent visa, but the person that I came in with wants to take me out of from his document that he's requesting for a divorce. What advice will he give me on that?
Um, Yeah, I mean, if he's requesting a divorce, I mean, that means your marriage is not working. Your marriage is not subsisting. It's not, yeah. So I mean, if the marriage is not working, I'm not in the marriage, so it's difficult to say. But once he divorces you, then it's going to affect your visa. So I don't know. You have to start thinking of another visa route that you can potentially go on when that happens, because believe you, me, people can just divorce you even without your knowledge or consent. And then because they are the ones sponsoring you, they will please try to mute yourself when you come on.
Spirit man, please, if you come on, if I pick you, kindly mute yourself for us.
Yeah,
Okay,
when
thank you.
it's your time, we'll call you. Thank you. So, like I'm saying, people can even go ahead to divorce you without your consent. Before you know, Home Office would have written you and giving you 60 days notice. Find another visa category or go back to your home country. So it's very important that if they start talking like that, you try to obviously work things out with them so that your marriage can subsist. Because even if the marriage is there for 5 years and you, at the end of the 5 years, you can't prove that you've had the same address throughout the whole period, you are communicating, you have evidence that your relationship has been subsisting, then you're still not going to get any visa out of it. It's a very serious requirement now. So you have to make sure that you are complying to the current visa rules. If you're not complying, you're better off going to find another visa category. So you can find COS in your own right. If you were to have a child who is British, you can go on the parent route, you can marry someone else and go on the spouse route or dependent route. So those are your options. But yeah, if they want to divorce you, they will probably divorce you without your notice if you don't agree.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Rabia, thank you so much. So I hope you have the number. If anything at all, you can give lawyer a call for her to
Yeah,
assist
yeah,
you in
sure.
that direction.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. People, it's still your legal answers with lawyer Abnanya Akwapia. I know that quite a number of you have requested to join us. It's our very first edition of the English version, and I'm very grateful to all of you for showing up and then making this program a good one. AJ Mens, please, you can go ahead for me now.
Hello, good evening, dear.
Good evening.
Lawyer, me patrol. Me person me bisa was I need employee lawyer. That is what I want now. I don't know if I can speak to you back though because I've already sent you a message on your WhatsApp, but I don't know.
Okay,
Okay.
no problem. Yes, we can probably book a consultation and speak about it tomorrow.
All right,
Yes, we do
then I'll call
employment
to
law as
you.
well, so yes.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
Please, can
Okay.
I call pick up? Oh, thank you,
HMS,
Daniel.
hopefully you have
Me
the
and
right
then
number,
request for the
right?
account details. We've
Yeah.
always said to people, once you come on my phone, you're ready to book an appointment. If you text me, I'll send you the details and then I'll give you a time slot to speak. That's the only way we can speak.
All right, I will do
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Mami Nyako, you have the same name as lawyer. Can you go ahead for me, please?
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
Please, my question is, I'm on a skilled worker visa and I gave birth last year. I'm planning to take my child back to Ghana, and then when he is about 4 or 5 years, I'll go back for him. So I wanted to know things that I would do legally so that when I'm bringing him back, it wouldn't create any issue.
When you're
That's a very good
bringing
question.
him back, you have to make sure that you have a valid visa, obviously, at that time. Then you apply for the child to get what you have at that time. But most importantly, the child's father needs to be in the UK as well with a valid leave. So I don't know whether you're married to the child's father or not, but the child's father needs to be in the UK and needs to have a valid visa. So if he was a COS and the visa would maybe got cancelled alongside, you can't bring the child anymore. Both of you and the child's father needs to have a valid visa at the time you are bringing, and then when you apply. Alright.
Ora, can you mute, please?
Yes.
We keep saying this, please. If
Yeah.
you
When we
pick
pick
you,
you, because
kindly mute for us,
apart from
please.
disturbing us, you might be talking about something very private, and it will be more
Yes.
than 300 people will be listening. So we don't want that to happen to you. Yeah. So
Okay. So, but before I take him to Ghana, there is nothing that I can do.
no, you can just apply for a Ghana passport for him, and then
Okay.
he's Ghanaian, so he can go to Ghana at any time. It is when he's coming back that he needs to get a visa,
All
meet the
right.
requirements at that time, and then come. The requirements will probably have changed over the 4 years, but whatever it is at that time, they have to meet it before they can be admitted back into the UK.
All right. Thank you very much.
No problem.
You are welcome. Who is next? Okay, Martin Luther. Can I come to you, please?
Hi, good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, Martin.
Yeah, lawyer. This is I'm asking this for a client I'm working with currently. So, what is the current qualifying period for a child born in the UK who has a family ties? The a sibling, direct sibling of the child already has a British passport, but the child hasn't. What's the qualifying period for the child to qualify to apply for citizenship or British passport?
Yeah, quick announcement. If you call me now, obviously you know I'm on this show, so I can't answer. If you pick the number, just text me with your name and if you want the account details, and then I'll be able to send it to you. So this child we're talking about, how old is he or she and
The child,
the UK?
the child is in the UK. think she will be 9 by now. Yeah.
Was she born in the UK or how long has she been?
Born in the UK, lived in the UK.
Yeah. So the moment she was 7, she could apply
Yeah.
for indefinite leave to remain on the private life route.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 1 year of having the indefinite, she can apply for a registration to become British. But now that she's 9, she can wait till she's 10 and also register to be British.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So lawyer, she can't register straight away. She needs to wait till she's 10.
Yeah, he says she's 9.
She's
So
9. Okay.
she can to be able to register as British if she was born in the UK. However, when she turned 7, she could have applied for indefinite leave to remain.
Oh,
Have
okay.
that for 1 year and then apply to register. But now that she doesn't have any visa of any sort, she has to wait, get to 10, and then register to be British.
Okay. So then she will skip the indefinite process. Would be skipped.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's good. Martin, thank you very much for coming on. All right. Okay. Spirit man, please bring us some spiritual vibes.
Thank you for the opportunity. I have 2 questions. One is I came as a student. When I was doing my application, I didn't put my child on. Yeah, so I came without the son. He's not on my application. But then I've currently switched from the student visa to skilled worker visa. Can I bring my child? And if I can, what are the steps I have to go? And then the second one is, I have a sister here. The sister has received a COS from the company she's working with. And then she put in the application without the English proficiency proof because the date he had was February. And he put in the application in order not to let the visa expire. The 10 days they gave to him to provide that evidence is due tomorrow. But the exams will be taken next week. So what can she do?
That visa is probably going to be refused. I mean, I don't know where they try to book the appointment. But the English language test, you can find it easily. You have to be willing to go to another center. I can book some for, I can look and probably find some for Saturday. So I don't know why the person has waited for a whole 10 working days to pass. And even the time that they submitted the application would have taken a while before they route them. If you want to maybe stay in your local area and find the English, I don't know why. The English language test, the visa is just going to be refused. The English language test is very easy to find. So if you are in maybe Manchester, you have to be willing to go to maybe Milton Keynes or somewhere to do it, to get it. Because why pay for a visa? It's going to be refused. And the one is refused, you're going to get 14 days to apply for administrative review. Or your visa will lapse again. Then you still go through the same process. So English language test is a requirement to get a skilled worker visa. So if you don't have that, then the answer is you're going to be refused. On the first aspect of the question, if not putting your child or filling the details of having a child doesn't matter. When it gets to the time that you want to bring the child, you have to meet the requirements at that time. That is what is important. If the other parent is here, fair enough. If the other parent is here, not here, that is how you go into a whole lot of issues. So yes, that's what I can say. You can apply to bring the child. If I want to go into the requirements and what you need, I mean, these are why you have to book for a consultation. Case by case basis as well. It's very important that you get the right advice tailored to your own issue. But the answer is yes, you can apply regardless of not putting completing the child's details on your student visa application.
Okay, please, with the English proficiency, when the visa is refused, can she do another application? Because as you said, the fact is she wrote the first one but couldn't pass. That is making the 10 days elapse. She wrote the first one but couldn't pass, and then the next one she's going to take is Monday. And that is not even closer to where she is. She is going to Cambridge, from Brighton to Cambridge. So not that she was looking for a place closer to her.
Okay, if she didn't pass, then I mean that's unfortunate. But yeah, you can apply again. then apply again if the visa gets refused.
Thank you so much.
Okay, right. Yeah, she can let her book a consultation. Please, I my time and then the number of people that we have on the board now, we need to get through things quickly. So please, I would crave your indulgence. You ask one question. If you have any further communication, kindly book for a consultation with lawyer. And that's how we get through things quickly. When we come on the program like this, we want you to have that opportunity and also to know that there is an avenue that you can get issues resolved as much as possible. A lawyer is happy to answer your questions, but the truth of the matter is that we can't exhaust everything here. Sometimes you need to ask follow-on questions, and you need to provide all the background story to what she needs to know. So that time wouldn't be enough. So please, one question each. Let's get through this quickly so that we can bring the maiden edition of Your Legal Answers, the English version, to a close. Ora, let me come to you quickly.
Okay, thank you, boss. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Please, lawyer. My question is, I'm a student, and mostly when I was coming, I paid for say charges and stuff. And when squeezing on vacation, they deduct me NHS and at the same time tax. I'm asking, can I apply or request for a refund, or is there something that I have to do about that? Since I've already paid.
I don't really understand. Do you work with the NHS?
No, I don't. I'm not working with NHS. I'm working with the factory, and like I'm saying, I paid when I was coming. I paid fully to cover my costs
As a student?
as a student.
Yeah,
I'm still a student.
You
When
can't,
school's on vacation, I work full time.
you can't request for a refund of the immigration health surcharge.
That they are deducting me again whilst I'm working from my payslip.
Deducting you for what?
Oh, okay. So what do you mean is they are taking tax. I mean,
They are taking tax and NHS at the same time. Meanwhile, I paid before coming to UK.
Well, it's probably maybe an arrangement, local something or private. I don't know. They won't do that. Ask your employers what that payment is for.
Yes.
It will not be for
Yeah.
immigration health surcharge. If it is NHS appearing on that is different from immigration health surcharge. Immigration health surcharge is the surcharge you pay when you're making immigration application.
Yes.
So that is not what it's about. If it is, I don't know whether you owe the NHS. I don't know what that is about unless you ask your employer. So
All right.
Yeah.
immigration health
Yeah.
surcharge. Yeah.
All right. Ask them. Yeah. Thank you so much. Ask them, and if there is any follow on, you can call lawyer later for her to assist you on that. Okay. Annie, let me come to you quickly.
Okay. Lawyer, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Me pacho me was skilled worker so na me dismissal letter wo me employer ho. No ka say meet me aba for appeal. Me appeal and was say the decision we taking is want me me adwuma and I need advice now. Amami who
Okay. Okay. Lawyer, before you answer, as much I really appreciate us speaking to you, but this particular session has been created for a purpose. We want our brothers and sisters who don't understand tree to be able to get the input. So Annie, I'm not picking on you, but I think this is about the second or third tree question that I'm having on the program. The tree program is on Wednesday, so as much as possible, I will humbly request that we speak to that. But lawyer will go ahead and answer your question.
Yes, I didn't even understand. I was even about to address that if you didn't. I go on some Nigerian host platforms where Ghanaians are there and they are speaking English because the guy doesn't even understand Chi. So we try, like we all work with white people in our workplace. When we come here, let's just respect protocol, because I would have to translate your question to English and answer it in English. That's what I would do. So if you
what
could,
I mean is,
yes.
What I mean is, I got a dismissal letter from my employer, and he, from the letter, he told me that I can come for an appeal, and I did it. And after the appeal, he sent me an email that a decision is he can't work with me again.
Did they call you for a disciplinary action first? What was the offense? It's always something that.
Yes, it was a colleague reported me.
Yeah.
A colleague reported me, and they called me for disciplinary action. And then I went up to I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand. Then
I think we have to book a consultation and discuss properly because I will have to know so many things. I have to know the details because people just don't dismiss people. It's probably something you've done wrong, gone contrary to the rules. I was dealing with one case like that last week where the lady was supposed to report something to the manager. It's a safeguarding issue. They work in a care home. And the
okay,
person she didn't report to has subsequently died, not as a result directly of what happened that she observed and didn't report, but they claim that it's kind of related. If you had reported that, they would probably have known. So now a whole human being is dead, and it's safeguarding issue. You were supposed to report, you didn't report, even there was another colleague seen doing it, but because you observed and also kept quiet, now they are roping her into the whole issue. So I need to know what it is. If it is something that you are at fault, then you don't want to even bring a claim against them. But if you are clearly not at fault, that is where we are here for. Obviously, to work for the best interest of my clients, will fight for you. So I need to book a consultation and ask you everything. What's the employment terms? When did you start working? So many things have to go into it.
okay,
If we can book a consultation, we'll be able to comfortably
Annie,
express ourselves
please.
in chi and then get the whole.
Yeah.
okay.
Annie, please. Do you have lawyer's number? Have you picked lawyer's number?
Hey, touched by Regina and Patrick, you are off. They were sharing the numbers. It's in the comment section, but I'll put it up again.
Yeah.
We just disguised
Annie,
it with
Yes,
a star and hash, so you can pick
yeah.
it.
Annie, please
And
pick the
yeah,
number.
07
Okay.
hash, 07
yes,
hash,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
We
It
don't
ends
call
in
the number
37.
because they might strike the number.
It
But
ends in
okay,
37. Okay. All right.
okay,
Cool. All the best. Please call lawyer.
okay, thank you.
But 75. Please let's power tap on the screen. Let's
Yeah,
power
lawyer,
tap.
please, good evening.
But hold on. Let's power tap on the screen. There are some of the programs they will be there. They will
Yeah,
just be insulting. But the way
it will be
people
100K.
the way people will be power tapping. So let's power tap. Let's take it to about
Thank you,
30K before we
Nanama. Thank
finish.
you, Kobe, for
Thank
sharing the
you, all of
contact.
you.
The power tap, it will cost you nothing. It's just tapping on the screen twice to like it.
To like it
Let's
and
get the
share it.
information
Okay,
too.
let's get it done.
The numbers
Yeah,
are still not going up. As a matter of fact, if I don't see that this person has commented, you are not talking. We have to make a comparison.
we
Let's
have
just all
to
double
be
tap the
strict.
screen. Thank you. Thank you.
But please go ahead.
Lawyer, please, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
I'm here with my wife with school worker visa. Yeah, initially, I did provisional driving license first time, but
We can't hear you.
But if you are on, we can't hear you, please.
nothing.
Oh, you went off. You said you applied for a provisional license. That's all I
Yeah,
heard.
but I supposed to use the current address, but unfortunately I forgot, so I used the old one. And I just want to know, like, there's the time I'm going to apply for indefinite leave to remain. There will be challenges of that thing.
No, that's your driver's license. I don't see how those things are connected. If you use the previous address to apply.
Yeah, I supposed to use the current one, but I forgot to use the old one. Yeah, but I don't know. Say maybe it can cause some problem or something like that. That's what I just want to know.
Yeah, that's what
get
I'm saying.
some
I don't see how
idea about that thing.
I don't see how it's got anything to do with your immigration status. If you're not trying to do anything fraudulently and they catch you, right? If you mistakenly use, you just call DVLA and tell them you want to make amends. That has nothing to do with going there.
And I think it can even be done online.
Yeah, mistake will happen. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
So, but no cause for alarm, okay? So you can just change.
Much.
You're welcome. Don't let anybody scare you and say things. That's why we always.
It's not about that, but I just want to know, like, say maybe
to know
can cause any problem or something like that. That's why.
Okay.
But
okay, right.
Lawyer,
thank
you very much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Hajia Hamdi, let's hear from you.
Hello, good evening, lawyer.
Good evening.
Hello.
Lawyer, I think I've already booked an appointment with you for a few months ago, and I was waiting for my divorce papers, and now it's ready. I want to send it to you to have a look for me, but I just want to know if I have to book an appointment again for that one.
No, I'm happy to have a look over it, and then if you're ready to open the file, we can start from there.
All right then. Thank you so much.
You
Then.
see all the nice specs that lawyer does for everybody. Because I know, I know. Some time ago, a brother of mine who came, each time, in fact, these lawyers, the law firm that they had to handle the case. Each time we send an email, you need to pay for it. If you have to go to the office, you need to pay for it. If you have to speak to them on phone, you need to pay for it. So
Lawyer
we want to
doesn't
say
do
thank you
that.
to
I
lawyer.
remember my first appointment with lawyer. I kept coming back. We ended the appointment, the consultation, but I kept on sending messages, and she kept on answering to everything.
You see,
And I
but
really appreciate
that one to you, you appreciate it, but that one to you, are also taking advantage. Hey, today we've caught you. We've caught you. Let's be moderate.
You give us three, you add a dog to it.
Okay, Hadia, thank you very much. So please contact lawyer. Okay.
All right.
Sherry, long time. I know you've been chasing
Danny.
us.
Yeah.
Yes, you are finally
Danny
here.
and lawyer.
Hello.
Why have you let us put our fufu down this evening and we are eating salad?
For the greater good, for the benefit of all our brothers who can't speak Akan. Let's.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, lawyer. The information you've just given us earlier on, I want to know, is that something the Conservative have proposed or something Labour Party is going to enforce in April?
No. As of now, it's just something they are proposing. So it's nothing embedded in law, nothing yet. No. That's all we know for now. It's something that she thinks should happen. But yeah, as with UK immigration rules, if they want to change anything, we'll be in the known. They'll give a time, and they'll probably give a time and say, okay, if you're already on the routes, then fine, just do your 5 years. But if you're now coming, they are always fair like that. They do something. Okay, if you're on the routes and you have done maybe more than 4 years, you've done maybe 3 years, then you're fine. But if you're coming now, they always give those grace periods. But that will also be embedded in law. And as time goes on, once we have more information, we would obviously educate our listeners with it.
Okay, I can go to sleep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just like lawyer,
just like
the
established people who are qualified now, but they're just waiting. I don't have the money. Some people have been qualified. We have indefinite for over 12 months. You are due to qualify. You are due to apply. So those people, please do it. Don't wait for it to be too late.
Okay. Just a quick one. I heard a lawyer talking about the fact that when you are due for indefinite leave to remain now, the Home Office will just send you an email to apply.
It's only for European Union citizens and their family members. If you are on 2.5 years under the parent tutor spouse, don't be waiting for no email, because you sit down and your visa will expire. And you become an overstayer. For the avoidance of doubt, when it gets there, you haven't received the email, even if you are EU, because these people, they sometimes would omit people, and then they will still be on you to have known when your visa was expiring. And even with the people who are under the US, they will only write to you if your information tallies. And so for some people, they've been here for the 5 years, they're qualified, but their NI doesn't show that. There was a lady who was questioned a few moments ago saying how she's been here for 5 years, but she needs evidence to prove for the USS. She doesn't have it because of ABF. So not everybody received, but most people who came and quickly applied for the INI, because that's how they check if we've been here for 5 years. They will be writing to them to tell them that they're due for indefinite. We have your information. You are going to update, blah blah blah. But for people who are under the UK immigration rules. It's only for EU and their family members. The people who are already on the EU.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sherry, thank you very much
You're
for the support.
welcome.
All of our account version here, we want to say a very big thank you. But let's keep our tapping. 19.8 before we leave here today. 30K hearts. And the last question for this evening.
Hello, sir.
Good evening.
Please, I want to ask, how can overstayer in the UK, maybe you came with visitor visa, how can you get like a place to stay, like a working visa or anything that can make you legal to stay?
If you're an overstayer, your best bet would be the parent route. That is whereby you apply as the parent of a British child. So you have a child who is British. That is the most straightforward way for you. However, there's also step parent route. That is where you marry someone, the person has a child already, and then you step into the role of a father for that child who is your stepson. That can also help. And also, 20 years for local residence, that's a very long time. I think you should call. And then even with all these routes I have stated, there are do's and don'ts and what you need to do so that we can explore it properly. But generally, yes, these are the routes.
Okay.
Trinity, please have you
Thank
picked
you very
lawyer's
much.
number?
You're welcome.
You are welcome. You are welcome. Pick lawyer's number and give her a call. Okay. All right, people. I mean, lawyer has had a very long day, but because we promised that this version was going to come on, she made time. So I don't want to keep her any longer. I know there are a lot of comments or questions in the comment section. Please forgive me. I wish
like few comments and exactly
yes, let that would be great, lawyer. Thanks for that concession. Lito, I'm looking at yours now. You say if you have your EU application and the administrative review, can you marry a British citizen?
Yes, whatever application you have with the Home Office, some applications for the appeals and administration, it can be there for over a year. Your circumstances can change within that time. So you were doing that administrative review for whatever reason. Now you found someone, marry them. But let me be very clear about this. If you marry someone who is British or indefinite, then you need to have a valid visa already, or you applied for that administrative review before your current visa expired. You didn't overstay at any point, because otherwise you can't marry them from here. You need to go back to Ghana. But if, say, you were on the student visa and you applied for that in-time application, and then now you want to marry someone, that's fine. That means you have a valid leave to remain. Your visa expired at any point, you can't do it from within the UK. You need to go back home first.
Thank you, lawyer. Priceless Queen says that she's got a son who is British passport holder, had him in Ghana, but the dad got the British passport for him. How does she apply? That's what you say.
So the child is in Ghana.
Yes, that's what she says. They say, yeah, the child. No, he had the child in Ghana. So I've got
the child has a British passport.
The child has got a British passport. So
she wants to come with the child.
Yeah, Priceless Queen, I'm not sure your question is not clear at this moment, is it?
Yeah, if you can call, definitely.
Please call, yeah.
Please pick the number. If you spend so much money, you save the number, and then you call me. We still need to book a consultation first, but I'll be able to explain in detail what you need.
Okay. Money Fresh is asking if you can have lawyer's number. Yes, please. You see my wife name. Okay. Money Fresh, please. You can pick the number. Is in the comment section. As you know, I came into the UK with dependent visa, but my partner wants to take me out. I think to take me out of his document. Someone came up to ask a similar question. I think that lawyer answered it, but I don't know what do you say? You explain actually that there could be other routes the person have to go on to, because if the person is decided that you want to take you,
first of all, it will be try to resolve your marriage amicably. But if some people, they are set on doing that, so whether you comply or not, they will still take you off the visa. In order not to become an overstayer, it's best to start looking for another visa route to go on. Because the way this country has become now, you don't even want to become an overstayer. It's getting very by the day. So try to find a visa route to go on before that happens.
Okay. Can you submit additional further documents when you have already submitted your application?
Unless the Home Office has asked you for it, sometimes they would not even. Sometimes, if you have the application portal, the uploads portal, you can upload more documents, but you need to upload every document before, because what if they start considering it and they might not look at it? Sometimes they write to you to request the documents and then they will be expecting it. But you try to submit everything you have before you even press the submit button. You upload everything.
Okay. A friend overstayed on COS. The application has taken 4 months now. They say they are doing checks. Kweku Boating, I can't request why. I'm trying to understand your question. So your friend overstayed on COS app, and the application has taken 4 months. They are doing checks. You want to know why? Well, I think you need to call.
Yeah. I think what he means is that the visa, especially for COS, it comes very quickly. Someone did hers 2 days ago. It came today. Even she didn't even have to pay for priority. So sometimes if it takes long like that, is the point of concern. He's saying that the person's visa has taken 4 months, but at least they've told the person they're making their checks. Science in a while. If they need to make checks and it's not, then yeah, we can obviously write to chase up and see what's holding the application. But if they've at least acknowledged that it's been there because it's delayed, then they're making their checks, then you have to give it a bit of time.
Shikal is asking an interesting question. Someone who's had a child with a British someone who's had a child with a British passport holder be dependent without the lady, because he's been threatened by the lady to stay with him even though they are not married.
So you have a child, you're basing your application of the child. So the application is being a parent of the child. However, you know how the child is seeing with the mom. So it's important for you to have a good relationship with the child. If you're on there, they can even tell the people not to allow you to see her. They can have a lot of power. It's important. But if the child is yours and you're trying amicably to have contact, reasonable contact, and they're not allowing you, then we have to go the family law route, where we can make an application to the court for you to have reasonable access to the child. It's not compulsory to be in a relationship with someone you are not interested in because you had a child, but you have to be in the child.
Okay. You want to know where Lawyer Abnal's office is, so that you can walk in and tell her your problem. Elizabeth, give her a call.
Yeah,
Please take a number.
Yeah.
Okay. Ohima, you have been AWOL. Good evening. How are you? Her Royal Majesty, Ohima Ejan. Please show your face. Okay, I think let's see. Let's pick maybe just one more question if I can go to. I think some of them have already come up to ask the questions. So, Citizen Kwame said you go for your indefinite leave last year, but didn't work your first 2 years. Any effects? Hey, this one there. I'm not sure you like the answer.
No, indefinite leave to remain has got nothing to do with you working or not. You can get your visa out, and unless you were on the skilled worker visa,
that's what I'm scared about.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He said, yeah, Danny, I will go for my indefinite leave, but I didn't work for my first 2 years.
And you're on the skilled worker. I don't think they clarify. If you're on the skilled worker, but if you're like on any other routes, even spouse, you don't have to work on anything to get your indefinite. But if you were on the skilled worker visa, then your visa is essentially based on your working. So yes, it will be a problem. Unfortunately, it may be a problem. For now, even for now, what they're doing is that if you haven't complied for at least 1 year and you're trying to switch to another skilled worker visa, they give you problems. Not to talk about waiting for the whole 5 years and you haven't worked for 2 years.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, it depends on the case worker, but you haven't. I
thought you were coming to say they give you leeway.
No.
Okay, you are a skilled worker route. If you switch to new sponsorship, would that restart the 5? We get these questions almost all the time. Your cockroach is on skilled worker route. If he or she, I don't know whether you are he or she, but forgive me if I didn't get it right. If you switch to a new sponsorship, will it restart the 5 years indefinite leave to remain route?
Oh, sorry, come again. What route are they on now?
Skilled worker.
And if they get on what visa?
If they get on a new sponsorship, I'm guessing that would be
no.
a new.
If you get it continues, so you can have more than one employment to get your indefinite leave to remain. So unless you go on the dependent visa, if you're still on the skilled worker visa, you're employed by maybe A care company, and after 2 years go to B company, care company. After another year, you go to it doesn't matter. A combination of employments. Once this continues for the whole 5 years, it will be fine. So if you get a new sponsor, it will be fine. On the same skilled worker route, that is fine.
Okay. And I can see that, lawyer, you have a lot of assistants in the comment section. So I think that will be it. Our time is up. Thank you so much, people. It's been a great first edition to our English version. So we will be back next week, Thursday. I think that, lawyer, we will do this every Thursday, won't we?
Yes. We will keep the fire flaming. We will, do every Wednesday we'll meet here. So please tell your non-Chi speaking friends. We want to see them more. They can probably bring in a question and the answers will help you. We want you to be on. Please come as well, but let them come. They'll probably ask something that will help a brother or sister as well. You probably haven't thought of that. They can share experiences with us and then we can all learn from each other. So let's encourage. We have so many Nigerian, Gambian, Ugandan friends from work. Let's tell them. I appreciate some of you who share my contact with a few Nigerians and stuff to be in touch. So yes, let's keep doing that. But importantly, let's invite them to come on Thursday, every Thursday, 8:15 p.m. to enjoy this amazing section we have here.
Awesome. But don't forget that we are definitely